But T2 and Terminator are so different. Like they're like one of them is this psychological thriller just made on this idea of like what would you do if something were following you and you just couldn't get away and it would never stop and no one would believe you about it. Like it's all about that fear. And the second one is just an action movie. It's like what if Arnold Schwarzenegger was an awesome robot and kick the shit out of a different robot.
I rewatched the original Terminator recently.
Yeah.
It's kind of starting to Citizen Kane for me.
Do you mean that in a good way or
no?
Okay.
I think I've talked about this before on the channel about how Citizen Kane is this like really important landmark film in cinema history. If you have any actual academic interest in cinema or even just a strong amateur interest in cinema, you need to watch Citizen Kane at some point.
Right.
Which I have.
Yeah.
But it's just aged to the point where it's basically unwatchable to me.
Right,
like, I'm never going to see Citizen Kane again for non-academic purposes. And the first Terminator is starting to drift that way for me, of just feeling so
It's got weird things that
dated.
you would never do in a movie these days.
Yeah.
Like, it's just got a scene where it's like, yeah, let's interrupt this monster movie chase so we can have a deep, passionate, like, romance scene that's kind of weird. And, like...
Yeah, there's a lot of weird pacing stuff.
Yeah, it's so weird how movies have changed in that
a lot of the effects were ambitious, and not that they were like bad necessarily, or like crappy special effects, or that we've aged out of the special effects, but just that they were made with priorities that we don't have anymore. Like it's a cool plot point that the Terminator's skin is like
it's fake.
Oops, fucked that up.
Rubber.
And it's decaying over the course of the movie after he gets injured for the first time.
Yeah.
But like the way that they show that is just unpleasant to watch now, and not in a way that adds to the story significantly beyond that one plot point. Like, oh yeah, okay, I get it. That's interesting. That's cool. I don't want to look at this anymore.
Yeah.
This is not adding after the initial realization that, oh, that's cool that his skin is decaying. It just becomes distractingly unpleasant to look at from that point on.
Yeah. Terminator has, like, weird influences in a lot of things, like, in things you wouldn't necessarily expect. Like, okay, if someone's being followed by a killer robot, it's probably Terminator influence. But there are also weird things like the Metal Gear 1 box art is just the Terminator poster. Like, Snake is Kyle Reese on that shit. And, like, fucking... This isn't Metal Gear Solid, this is fucking NES-ass Metal Gear. And, like, in Rurouni Kenshin, Watsuki talks about, like, you know, the one where the whale-mouthed dude, you know, just storms the city with his giant grenade launcher and just, like, starts blowing shit up. He was like, I really want to do a Terminator kind of thing where there's this just, like, unstoppable force. It's like, oh, okay, I guess you can't do a giant robot in fucking 1800s Japan. So that makes some degree of sense.
That was the other thing that was bothering me when I was rewatching Terminator. I remembered the final sequence as just being this, like, super tense climax of, like, the kind of emotionality you're talking about, this robot that you just can't stop, it keeps coming after you. And then rewatching it, everything in the last chase scene just moves so interminably slowly.
Yeah, it's pretty slow.
Like both sides, where you're, I shouldn't say you. I'm sitting there as an audience member going, "Hey, what if you just got up and actually ran?" Because it's going, the Terminator is going at a, like, fucking snail's pace right now.
Yeah.
What if you just actually ran?
Yeah.
I feel like you'd be fine.
Get away,
You'd be okay now.
Yeah, I mean, that was, like, back in the day, it was like, you gotta really lean into the tension. But it's like, it's just kind of boring.
The Rurouni tension?
Oh, snap! That was good. Also, you're, like, down to 4 dudes after 40. It hasn't been that long.
Just chugging our way through.
Just murdering. This is speaking of slasher films.
Killing all
from the monster's
all
perspective.
The shit.
This is the real slasher film.
Murder rising.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I want to know that when you killed Muffet, she only had like 50 gold on her. So like, this idea, like, that she was greedy, you know, just by marking up the prices of bullshit, is like, she wasn't. She was just trying to help her family. It's a neat little, like, narrative thing delivered through a gameplay device.
I didn't really get the impression that she was greedy previously, but yeah, alright.
A lot of people see, like, oh, she's selling a fucking croissant for 999 gold. It's like...
Just the, like... A, the money in this game has no value.
Right.
And B...
But even, like, the most expensive healing item in the game only costs 700, right? So, like... And this is a shitty-ass monster croissant. Or a spider croissant, you know? Like, the spider donut in the ruins costs, like, 10 gold, but here it's, like, 5,000. It's like, whoa!
I don't know. I just got, like, a quirky...
Yeah, it definitely is quirky.
I didn't get a greediness vibe from her.
Oof. Alright, you're down to what, like 2?
Something like that, I think.
Yeah.
I like that they've all been group encounters. I'm like, fucking Snowden, Jesus.
The real... Well, I like that Snowden is kind of this filter, where it's like, if you can't handle Snowden, that's it. Like, you really have to have determination to get through, because, like, the encounter rate is low, you have to kill a bunch of dogs, you have to kill Papyrus, who's the only character who straight up can't kill you in battle. Like, it's this kind of test of your might, test of your mettle.
Test of your desire to be a monstrous asshole.
Test how far are you willing to go to kill everyone. And at any point you could stop. At any point you could just be like, nah, I don't want to kill people that badly.
You know what the lava was at the end of T2?
What?
Is oil and sugar.
Oh, neat.
That's why actors could, like, sit in it.
Yeah.
Not actually
Not lava.
Molten metal.
T2. Yeah, T2, as opposed to Terminator, which is all about that feeling of being chased, T2 is just like, action movie, yeah! And it's like, it's a, you know, solid action movie where it's just like, yeah, the good guys blow up the bad guys, that's cool.
Did you see the either of the more recent Terminator,
No.
the Salvation and Genesis?
No. I can only handle one extremely terrible, like, zombie franchise, and that's Transformers.
Are you actually watching Transformers?
No, I'm not going to watch Transformers 5. I'm drawing the line in the sand. But at the behest of Sasha, I watched Transformers 4. Or Transformers.
Whoa! Sasha?
Sasha loves Transformers in, like, a very real way.
Whoa!
And I like parts of Transformers. Not the movies, not the Michael Bay movies. Like, she just likes the franchise of Transformers, you know? Like, the IP.
Okay. But she doesn't like...
No, she recognizes they're all dumb bullshit.
Okay.
And they're terrible.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, exactly. But we watched Transformers, and, like, God, I don't get, like, motion sick at action movies, like, when there's, or any sort of movie where there's, like, I don't, that doesn't really affect me.
I thought there were only 2 left.
Huh, well, I'll get an extra one, I guess.
I wonder if it'll actually say -1,
Yeah, right.
or if I'm just misremembering what it said.
But I don't get sick at movies in general. I felt ill at Transformers. My body was having a reaction where it was like, you need to stop and leave. This is bad for you. Because it's like, God.
I don't remember which one it was, but the last Transformers movie that I actually saw in theaters is the closest I've ever been to walking out of the movie.
Was it the one that's extremely racist or the one that's, like, extremely stupid?
They're all racist.
They're all
and
racist,
stupid.
but, like, the second one in particular is, like, notably more racist than the others.
I genuinely don't remember.
It's
I know that it wasn't the first one.
Is it the one
But
where
beyond
fucking
that, I
Shia LaBeouf kills Starscream? Somehow? Alright, here we go. Determination.
Do I have to
Nah, you're good,
still
man.
go to get the last battle that says nobody came?
I mean, you can,
I
but,
just did.
but nobody came.
The text is so... Well, because it makes the music stop playing.
That's
That's
true.
wondering. That's why I was wondering if I actually had... Oh, shit. I'm
Yeah,
going to save
you
one
might
more
as well
time.
save. Might as well.
Oh, but I made the music start again.
No,
Fuck.
yeah.
Alright, here we go. Here
Mettaton.
we go again.
My, so you finally arrived. After our first meeting, I realized something ghastly. You're not just a threat to monsters, but humanity as well. Oh my, that's an issue. You see, I can't be a star without an audience. And besides...
His face isn't showing any
Yeah.
messages right now. This is...
a
He's
little
for
creepy.
real.
There are some people I want to protect.